Maddie's in the house. What's coming up in sports?
Well, Maddie's in the house to talk a little bit about football. We're going to talk a little golf. We're also going to head to the Diamond for some fast pitch. A couple of Saskatchewan teams putting it on the line tonight. We got that and more coming up in sports. Good evening, everyone. The last time the Saskatchewan Roughriders played in the nation's capital was nearly 10 years ago when they lost to the Renegades. Now the Green and White are back, but this time they went toe-to-toe with the Red Blacks. The Riders would welcome back a key addition to their offense and could climb over 500 if they could shut down Henry Burris and company, two teams needing a win to keep up with the division leaders. Henry Burris is second last in the league in touchdown passes among starting quarterbacks. Hey, look who's back in the lineup for the Riders. Chris Getzlaff returning after missing 3 games due to injury, and he would make an impact early on this Rider drive. He's on the receiving end of this catch for a Rider first down, helping the Green and White move the chains. A few plays later, Darian Durant, he's humming along, looks down and finds Brett Swain. Look at that, wide open in the end zone for his 6th touchdown pass of the season. Riders up 7-0. Where was Ottawa's defense on that one? Saskatchewan's defense sure came to play. Henry Burris backs back to pass, looks over, and Tristan Jackson leaps in front of it for his first interception of the season. That led to a Rider field goal. Saskatchewan up 10-0. Next Ottawa drive. The D strikes again. Burris looking for Marcus Henry. The ball goes off his hands. 4 other players would touch it, but it's Brian Peters who comes up with the interception. Look at that. The Riders would have 3 interceptions coming into this one and have 2 in the opening 8 minutes already. Yikes. And with a short field, the Riders capitalized. A little play action with a throw to Brett Swain again. He dives, but they call him down at the 1. None to worry, though, because Will Forte had 3 TDs last week. Does he get in here? The refs initially say they do. It's reviewed and still stands 17-0 for the Riders. Late in the first, off a Red Blacks punt, Tristan Jackson gets the ball, looks around, finds a hole, sees a seam to the outside, turns on the Jets, but check out the key block right there. Terrius George, another look, just lays out Andrew Marshall. That gives Jackson a 60-yard return. The Riders in good field position again for Durant. This is easy. He finds Rob Bagg down near the 1-yard line. A nice play there. Then it's Will Ford again for his 2nd touchdown of the game. No doubt about it this time. 24-0 for the Riders, and we're only in the first quarter. Ottawa just trying for anything at this point. Maher, a chip shot field goal, but it goes off the bar. Look at that. The Red Blacks just can't seem to buy points no matter what. They try a 50-yarder a few minutes later. This time Maher misses. He's now 12 for 16 on the season, but there's more trouble brewing because Tristan Jackson today, he has eyes like a cat and can see all the holes. He finds more room down the sidelines for the missed field goal return for a touchdown. 31-0 for the Green and White. This one was over basically before it even got started. Will Ford averaged just over 3 yards a carry. Rob Bagg had 6 catches for 123 yards. Getzlaff had 5 receptions in his return. Tristan Jackson had 5 tackles, an interception, and a touchdown off a missed field goal return. The Riders were firing on all cylinders. Meanwhile, on the golf course, it's often the mental strength that determines who climbs the leaderboard and who misses the cut. Saskatchewan's Graham Dillette was in the hunt in the Bridgestone Invitational coming into round 3, but was still 7 strokes back of Sergio Garcia, who was on a tear. Garcia took the lead following round 2 and had a good start today. Here he makes this long putt. Yikes. Nice concentration. He would birdie 3 of the first 6 holes. Graham Dillette came in at 4 under. He would sink a birdie putt on number 1. That moved him to 5 under. How about Tiger Woods? Hoping to roar for the first time in a long time. Here using a 7-iron from 187 yards out. He gets close. Not bad for the Tiger. Keegan Bradley, meanwhile, he's on number 2. This shot here gets a lot of hang time. The ball's high enough and also gets enough backspin. Check this out. It wants to just keep rolling, and it's going to keep rolling, and it's going to keep rolling. It's like in Happy Gilmore. It just wants to go home. Well, almost. Takes a little detour. Nonetheless, it sets up an easy putt. Later on, Keegan Bradley would display some nice concentration and pinpoint accuracy. This one's got to be from about 40 feet away. He's got the distance. Does he have the line? Yes, he does. He would finish 8 under after 3 rounds. Sergio Garcia, though, he kept humming along with a nice approach to set up this easy putt right here. Look at that. It doesn't get any better than that. Garcia would go 3 under on the day at 14 under after 3 rounds, creating some distance between himself and Rory McIlroy. Mark Leishman, Adam Scott, and Keegan Bradley round out the top 5. Graham Dillette came into round 3 at 4 under. He was tied for 9th. He had a tough day, falling to 2 over and sits tied for 42nd. On the diamond, the Western Canadian Masters Fast Pitch Championships were down to the Final Four, which included two Saskatchewan teams. Saskatoon would take on a team from Calgary, while a Moose Jaw team would face an Alberta opponent as well. The winner of that game could move on. The loser would go home. We bring it up in the bottom of the second. 4-0 for Alberta's Peace Country team, and they get more courtesy of this error. Yikes. A routine fly ball gets away. That allows 2 runs to score. 6-0 for Peace Country at that point. Top of the third. Giants at the dish. Todd Whitehead hits a fly ball, but Todd Williams chases it down in foul territory to end the threat. Bottom of 3. More problems for the Giants. This throw on second is way off the mark. That allows the runner to make to third, and he would later score, make it 7-0. Bottom of 4, Lance Wiebe hits a ground ball through the infield. That scores another run. 8-0 for Peace Country at that point. Final at bat for the Giants. They just really couldn't get anything going on this day. The easy force play at first ends it. Peace Country goes on to win this one. 8-0 the final. The Giants are eliminated. Meanwhile, the Saskatoon AGI beat the Calgary Rangers. They advance to the final and will play the winner of a semifinal between Peace Country and the Calgary Rangers tomorrow. Bantam AAA Baseball Championships going on this morning. The Saskatoon Blue Jays were winners over the Athletics. The final score 6-1, and the Saskatoon Cardinals defeated Yorkton to advance to the semifinals. Tonight, the Saskatoon Athletics took on the Yorkton Cardinals and won in dramatic fashion. Cage Darkinchenko with the walk-off home run in the final inning to win the quarterfinal. So the Saskatoon Athletics and the Saskatoon Cardinals will play in one semifinal tomorrow. The other semi features the Saskatoon Blue Jays and the Regina Pacers. Some action from the hardwood. This is the U15 Girls National Basketball Championships going on in Edmonton. Team Saskatchewan with 7 players from Saskatoon. They win gold, defeating Ontario. Congratulations to them. The U17 squad did well, but not enough to medal. They go down to Alberta in the bronze medal game 62-44, but congratulations to both Saskatchewan teams on a good showing at the national championships. Hockey players, we know they make a lot of money. You're looking at one of the richest men in professional hockey. The Montreal Canadiens have signed defenseman PK Subban to an 8-year, $72 million deal. Yeah, that's more money annually than Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Jonathan Toews. Should I go on? The average value for Subban, $9 million a season. Boy, you got to be awful good at hockey to make that kind of money. I play at the outdoor rink, and my average value...
Not
I'm at the stage where I'm paying to play at this point.
I know. Highest paid defenseman, no.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Still to come on